Inside our NFL Network studios. Oh, Bucky Brooks, Mike Ham with you. I'm smiling here because we went a period of time just questioning, even though the Bears were winning, like, hey, like, how good, how legit is this team? Playing with fire, all these late one-possession games that they're able to overcome and go and win, and yet they proved it. Like, they are legit with this win in Philly.
I got to apologize. I got an uncle out there. My Uncle Ray is a Chicago Bears fan forever and ever, and I sat up here and I talked bad about him. I talked about the Eagles. I almost locked it when I said that the Eagles are going to win, and the Bears went out and donkey kicked the Eagles in terms of the physicality and toughness. Just a great performance by the Bears. I hate apologizing.
Yeah, well, look, both of us had the Eagles in our... Well, actually, why am I putting myself into this mix? You picked the Eagles there. NFC playoff picture, we had a flip-flop because coming into the Black Friday game, it was the Eagles sitting in the 2 seed, the Bears at the 3 seed, and now it is Chicago owning that spot. With that 9-3 record, still everyone looking up at the Rams, looking forward to seeing their matchup on Sunday. That's how it all shakes out, because you use the term, well, I'm using the term bully is maybe the best way to describe it. This Eagles defense has been superb, and you told me in the pregame, and I think most people would agree with you, for as many questions as we have about this team's offense, defensively, that's what could carry this team, and yet the Bears' rushing attack, they were the bullies on the block.
Absolutely, and one thing that we know about the Bears, and we talked about it in pregame, physics, that speaks to the mindset. The Chicago Bears came from this run game defense that all carries. And because they've been able to run the ball successfully weeks and weeks on end, now the Chicago Bears look a little different than the way that I thought about them heading into this game.
Look, playoff football, if you can handle your business on the defensive side, if you can run the football and control the clock, which is what the Bears did, you got more of an opportunity to get it done. We showed you the numbers here with Swift and Monungai, both of these guys going for 100 yards apiece in this game. Just for some context on how good Philadelphia has been defensively against the run, hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher the entire season. 2 of them in this game alone. One of those guys, when it was all said and done, just a few moments ago, catching up with our Mike Garafolo.
All right, DeAndre, you and Kyle Monungai both over 100 yards rushing. The last time the Bears had a duo in the same game, Walter Payton was one of them. How does that one hit?
That's amazing. I ain't even know that until you just told me. I don't know what the numbers was, but it was a good day. It was a good day.
I talked to you the other day, and you said, this is just another game, not trying to make it bigger than it is. You're coming back to your hometown against your former team. You weren't running like it was just another game.
It was a little bit extra into it, man. Being home, seeing family for the game, full circle moment.
I just saw Jonathan Owens walking off here. You guys are the 2 seed in the NFC. There's been a lot said. Who have they played on? I mean, he just said to me, it's real now, isn't it? It's real now. What are you guys saying on the sideline about?
We want to be playing our best ball in November and December when it matters the most. We're in position to do so. Got to keep getting better week in, week out.
What do you say about what Ben Johnson's done with this team in year 1?
It's been amazing. As the world can see, he's taking it 1 week at a time, but him and the rest of the coaching staff have been amazing.
Appreciate the time. Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the holiday week.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Make sure you go get those sales online, too, DeAndre. You get still an opportunity to shop here. Taking a closer look at the Bears running back duo versus Saquon. This is sort of a one-sided affair here. Again, not an inspiring performance in terms of the numbers for Saquon Barkley. Keep in mind, in week number 12, 22 rushing yards for Saquon Barkley. Followed it up with 56 in this game. I do want to circle back, and we'll talk more about the Eagles here in just a moment, because Ben Johnson, coming from Detroit, I think a lot of people will look at what the Lions did and a resurgence of a career for Jared Goff and some of the weapons that they have on the outside. And yet, Jahmyr Gibbs, Montgomery, I think about that rushing attack. Any comp that you're seeing here with this 2-headed attack that the Bears now have?
Absolutely. One, you're willing to give the ball to 2 running backs, and there's not a, this is 1, this is 2, this is 2 1A, 1B situations where you believe that both of these guys can do everything that you want the offense to do, and you trust that they can get it done. It starts up front. That offensive line is beefy, it's physical. They're very, very nasty when it comes to the way that they finish blocks. But when you have 2 backs, both of them with the traits that are RB1 traits, it allows you to stick to the script when it comes to the offensive game plan. 47 carries, 255 rushing yards between the 2 backs. That is ridiculous, but it speaks to how they wanted to impose their will on the Eagles. And I think they woke up a lot of teams in the league that are now looking at the Bears as a viable threat in the NFC.
Yeah, I don't mean to make another Detroit comp here, but there was a game in particular, I think Goff might have thrown 3 interceptions, 4 interceptions, and they still won in dominant fashion. And I'm not saying this was a dominant win, but it was special teams, it was defense that carried them. To me, this is a mark of a good football team. When Caleb Williams goes 17 of 36 for 154, had a touchdown and a pick. What did you make? I know that the plays were better in the second half, but what did you make of what you saw from the quarterback?
I mean, it's going to be like, remember, the first half, the conditions were crazy. The wind was affecting the ball. He didn't play well, but at quarterback is about winning the game, and he did enough in managing the game to get the win. This is why you want a complete team, not one that is all quarterback-centric, where you need him to play at an A level every game. They've balanced out the playmaking.
I talked about it. You brought it up, actually, off air to me. The amount of carries and the workload that Barkley had. Now, this is through week 12. You see 246 last season. That's just through the first 12 weeks of the season. Finished with 345 carries. All right, is it fixable? And if so, how do you go and fix it? Maybe it's the better question.
We talked about it in the passing game, maybe alleviating some of the runs in between the tackles and trying to get him the ball on the perimeter, but the passing game has been so up and down with Jalen Hurts. Now everyone in that Eagles locker room, antennas have to be up, because this is something that is broken. The offense isn't working. You got punched in the mouth on defense. You're the defending champs. There's an expectation and the standard that we're used to seeing. They are not meeting the standard.
You know, one thing, and you've been inside these locker rooms, and you understand chemistry and the dynamics for successful teams. I think with Philadelphia, we've given them the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, if there's some drama, it's okay. Like, they've won a Super Bowl. They know what it takes. When it gets to prime time, it gets to the postseason, they'll figure it out. How do you navigate this if you're Nick Sirianni? Because you and I both know the media, the fans in that city are going to be relentless now after these back-to-back losses. And more specifically, Buck, it's because of how they've looked in these games.
Yeah, look, my favorite coach is Pat Riley. Pat Riley used to always talk about, after winning, you have to worry about the disease of me, where everyone wants to take more credit for the team's success. You start to have the infighting because people want more touches, and everybody's worried about the credit as opposed to really buying into the entire team. And we've talked about the A.J. Brown thing, and this isn't A.J. Brown specific, but it's about the vibe around the team where they're just not connected. It takes chemistry and connection and commitment to win at a high level, and they don't have that. So it's going to take some, meetings and all this other stuff, but now we're getting near the end. I don't know if they can fix it because the chemistry isn't right.
Yeah, chemistry, connection, and commitment. Do you workshop all these?
I don't workshop these things.
Kind of things. Do they just flow?
Like I used to want to be like Jay-Z, and I got too old, so I can't do it anymore.
No, you're delivering. By the way, he coached.